All right, Shalom, Micah. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of that great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches his word, not true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to title this video, the denuclearization of the world will not happen until all the missiles are shot. uh, Something to that effect, how I'm aware of it, but that's when the denuclearization, or when all the missiles are done away with, is when they're being shot, man. Because you gotta understand, those missiles was made for a reason, man. This today, you know, Trump landed in Vietnam, trying to come up with a peace agreement, basically trying to denuclearize North Korea, man. Which they don't have. This is not going to have no type of effect to the prophecies coming to pass, man. Because it's other people that you got to worry about to being denuclearized, man, such as Russia, China, and your allies as well. America, they have nuclear capabilities, and guess what? And all along got a target with your name on it. But Shalakia, let me just get the scripture. This is Joel 3:9. It said, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." And yeah, and that's what these nations are doing, man. They get that nuclear capability now, man. They understand that there's World War III is on the brink, man. You know, it's fast approaching. You know, and and those nations are gearing up for it, man. You know, it says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your printer hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." And that's why they consider weak, because you know, America label countries such as North Korea a third world country, is because they take their money out of their agriculture and put it into their military, man. You know, and they saying they're strong now. Why? Is because they got the same weapon or the same technology that you use to get a firm grip on the earth as with America, man. Those missiles, man. And you Edomites are just think this is a step to you getting back on your feet, man. Is denuclearizing North Korea. But hey, man, the other nations are gonna shoot missiles on you as well, man. You know. Let's see. This is Slovakia. No, it's Jeremiah 50 Slovakia. Jeremiah the 50th chapter. Jeremiah. Let's see. Chapter 53. Yeah, see. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 50 in verse 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow." See? All you that got nuclear capability, man. Because yes, America's gonna get hit, and other places around the world is gonna get hit as well, such as Israel, man. And then Israel has to be cleansed too. With those gutter rats over there, man. It says, "All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord." Yahweh Shai. See, it says, "Spare no arrows." So that's when the denuclearization of the whole world will be done. Then, man, is when they're used on America and other parts of the place of the world, but mainly here in America, man. You know, and going back to that Joel chapter 2, and I just started the top. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain." And this is part of the thing you're supposed to be teaching, man. Is the destruction too? You know, the oncoming hell that's finna come, the Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast, and the icing on the cake, the destruction of America. Those missiles, man. You don't see other accounts talking about this, man. Those missiles is part of the story as well, man. You know, it says let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. See, so to let you know the sound that we're blowing, the that matter of fact, let me just get it in Corinthians. I think it's a see. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 14:7. It says, and even things without life giving sound, whether piped or heart, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or heart? For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? See, so that trumpet, man, we probably blowing that trumpet of where you need to be fear and trembling. Why? It's because war is coming, man. You know, all hell is finna break loose pretty soon here in America, man. So that's why the scripture said, "Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble." Why? Because it's gonna be a, a, a dreadful day that's coming, man. It says, "For the day of the Lord coming, for it is not at hand." See, that proves that the day of the Lord, when Yahweh shall return, it's not gonna be a hugs and kisses type of day, man. Matter of fact, before I continue on in that, this is Amos 5:18. This is one to you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. See, so you people that ignorantly say, yeah, man, the Lord is on his way. You know, especially you Edomites. What you think? To what end is it for you? Because what the word Yahweh means, because he's returning, it means he delivers. So you think that you going in you going through hell or something? That's why the Lord need to come back? No, we're the one that going through hell, man. So what end is it for you? What's your troubles that you're going through? Well, you know, he said, "For the day of the Lord is darkness and not light," and that he's coming with that fire, man. So this is Joel 2:1 again. It says, "Blow you the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm, my holy mountain." That's that certain sound we supposed to be blowing. That is an alarm. You got to be at a state of urgency. It says, "Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord coming, for it is nigh at hand." It says, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not ever been the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." See, because once they been used, that's it, man. We ain't gonna need no missiles in the kingdom. That's why the Lord, he's gonna use that same thing that they uh, got a grip on the earth with, and use it against them, man. You know, and you Edomites, you are the sword. So when you make something, when you make a bullet, you just didn't make one bullet, or you didn't make um, just a clip, because you didn't just make a clip. You made many clips. You didn't just make one bullet. You made many bullets, one for just to hold the clip, then boxes of it. So that's how you do those missiles, because they are considered as arrows. You don't just have 5 arrows and that's it. You make plenty of arrows, man. You know. So let me get the armor of those, the number of those arrows, which you guys you stumble at, because um, nuclear missiles are in the Bible, man. How else would everything that the elements should burn with fervent heat, man? What else can make the heavens roll together as a scroll? Which we're gonna get that. Matter of fact, this is on Revelation 9, And in verse 16, it says, "And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them." See, and it says, "And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issue out of their mouths." And what is those heads? The horse was as the head of lions, because that's where the power is. That's where how you said the so-called magic happens. Is when it hits on impact. That's where everything concocts at. Just the other part of the body was just made for it to get over there, man. You know. See, and about a third part of men. That's talking about Esau, because it's just three separate men. It's the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of perdition, man. So that's the third part of man. Esau, Edom. You know. Okay, let's see. This is Isaiah chapter 34. Let's see. Yeah, kind. I'm starting to talk. This is Isaiah 34:1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come out of their carcasses, and the mouth shall be melted with their blood." So the Lord, hey man, he's the top killer of all time, man. You know, because when you go into it, the Lord, he is responsible for every death that happens on the earth, man. Why? It's because he's the one that sanctioned it, man. He the one that allows someone to die, to be killed in a specific way. He the one that sets it up, man. You know. So you gotta understand, this is the same power. The Lord said he changed not. So you try to think that this the angry God of the Old Testament. No, this is the same power, man. And yes, he is angry. You know. And it says, "All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." See? So I let you know that he said his sword shall be bathed in heaven, man. And it said, and it shall come down upon Idumea. So what is that? Those missiles is going to come from a. You're going to see those missiles, man, when you're looking up in the sky, because the Lord is dramatic. But matter of fact, let me make a point. Let me just make a point real quick. This is no, it's Acts. It's like Acts. It's Acts 1:11. It says, matter of fact, I start at 10. It says, and when they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, "Ye men in Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." See, and that's how it's going to be dramatic, right? It's because when Yahushua returns, you're going to be looking up, man, because Scripture says Matter of fact, the script had jumped in Revelations. This Revelations 1 and 7, it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so on mine." So that lets you know when the Lord returns, everyone is going to be looking up. And the scripture says that the righteous shall be scarcely saved, man. Why? Is because when we look up, you're gonna those people we're gonna see the missiles, man. You're going because when you see it's gonna be a 2 minute um um to ground zero hit, man. It's 2 minutes to hit ground zero, man. So how about Shemai Shai returns? You're gonna see those missiles in the same aspect, man. You know. Well, I said the scripture, you're going the righteous is going to be scarcely saved. Why? Because the Lord's going to come back around the same time as those missiles. So when you look up, you're going to see the Lord, and you're going to see those missiles, man. You know, matter of fact, going back to Joel, but I don't want to get sway out to the point that I was making is that all those missiles, man, is going to be shot off. So Trump going over there for denuclearization that's just a plan of the Lord to keep you Edomites thinking that everything is going to be okay, man. Lord is playing a sick joke on you guys because you think that Trump is the guy that's going to turn things around. Well, yeah, he is. Little one, he's the one that's going to get this thing turned around, so to speak. So just cause World War III, man. You know. But this is Joel chapter 2. And matter of fact, I started at verse 4. It said, "The appearance of them is the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run." We read that in Revelation 9th chapter, man. And it says, "Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of a fire that devours the stubble, a strong people set in battle array." Yeah, and that's how they're going to be looking, because they're going to be lined up. The Lord going to have these missiles lined up in the sky. When you see them, it's gonna look like a strong army, because if it was just you got to remember now, we read the numbers 200 million. So it's if it was a man, it would be a good chance they're running to each other, but it's gonna be of a higher power. If you how about me outside, his spirit gonna be in those missiles, man. It says, "Boy, before their face, the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness." See, because go up to the top, it says that's the day of the Lord. When they looking up and they people, their face is gonna be much pain, man. That's in the day of the Lord. So when they looking up, they're gonna be in much pain when they see them chariots and they see those missiles, man. You know. But let's see. Matter of fact, I just ended off with this icon. This is Joel chapter 2 and in 10. It says, "The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining." See, man, "And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?" See, man, it said the earth shall quake before them when them and the heavens shall tremble. Come on, man. What else can do that? And you guys that you call yourselves prophets. Well, you got to use this book in a modern way, man, because this is a modern book. It just got it just worded in the old way, in the old English, man. You know, it was with you guys. The Lord, He set it up a stumbling block for you guys anyway to not even get it. But The point is those nuclear missiles are made to be shot. Ain't no denuclearization. Let me just say it. That's the video, the title of the video. Ain't no nuclear denuclearization. They will be shot out on America, man. But yeah, I can just hope they were edifying. Until the next time, I want to say shalom.